In Britain, one of the easiest and best day trips you can have is a drive to one of the 700 beaches on the island's glorious coastline.
Of course, day trippers want
Oh,
to go
shit, the
and hang out
bed.
there and spend a beautiful day. It's so picturesque, it's stunning.
And for those of us that are too lazy to stroll along the Golden Sands, there are a handful of beaches in the UK where you can legally drive your car.
And there you are, on this beautiful beach, in your very expensive vehicle.
But motorists,
I sent them that.
beware, take heed of the signs, or you could end up in trouble.
I sent them that picture.
But getting stuck in a dune isn't the worst thing that can happen.
Around the coast of Britain, we get some very serious tides indeed.
There are signs
I said
everywhere
that.
on these beaches that will tell you when the tides come in and out, and there will be signs there saying where is dangerous and where is not dangerous.
One of the most popular drive-on beaches is Blackrock Sands in Wales.
That's me and
Local
Dougie.
lad Ed Williams spends much of his free time cruising the beach on the lookout for cars that get into difficulty in this deceptively tricky environment.
It has become a bit of a spectator sport. We'll go and walk up to the beach with our camera phones and see if we can get something on the camera.
Blackrock Sands offers some dramatic and romantic vistas and has become a wedding photographer's dream location.
Oh, I forgot to tell
On one
Dougie.
occasion, from the
Oh,
vantage
God.
point of his jet ski, Ed spied a photo shoot in progress.
I could see a girl in a wedding dress, a lad, quite sort of hippified, with surfboards leaning up against the camper. It looked beautiful. I thought, perfect place for a photo shoot, that.
Nowadays, it's all about having the perfect photo, but the lengths that some people go to.
And these people had evidently taken it too far. With the photo shoot over, this wedding party had underestimated the speed
never
of
told me
the
about this,
incoming tide.
You've not seen
All
this
this
one?
time, the water's coming in quicker and quicker.
But a good Samaritan in the form of a silver 4x4 came to the rescue. But those vans weren't going anywhere.
This isn't going to end very well. The 4x4 just realised I could lose mine here as well.
In the end, the 4x4 decided to save his clutch and admit defeat.
Obviously, the one thing they should have done was checked the tides.
I don't really have a great deal of sympathy for the people that have gone out there stupidly and not just ignored all the signs and thought, oh, it won't happen to me. Well, it has.
And that's not the only reckless driving on the beach that Ed has captured.
I was out walking the dog and I saw this 4x4 on this sandbank that is quite notorious. This 4x4 was circling, driving up and down this little bank that was getting smaller and smaller. I was thinking at this point, this isn't going to end well.
Oh my God.
And that's when they went for it. In my opinion, the completely wrong place. They definitely chose the deepest part. The car started floating out. I thought, it's going to end up in the channel in a minute. It's going to end up out at sea.
They took a risk and thought, let me just chance it, let me see what happens. I love to take risks. This is a dumb risk.
And they started opening the doors and getting things out of it. Got out of the car, you could see that they were above waist deep. So the car had no chance, really.
To see your car just disappearing, like drowning in front of your
Oh,
eyes,
yeah.
like that
No.
must be quite a hard
tell
thing to
you.
swallow.
This is
But
weird.
after witnessing so many drivers in distress, Ed set up his own voluntary vehicle recovery service.
Decided this year to try and help people out in these sticky situations, take a rope down with me and hopefully rescue a few people.
Driving onto a beach where there's a risk of losing your vehicle, the tide coming in, you're not going to be able to get out. It's actually quite funny when they get their comeuppance.
Oh my God.